Madison Carter coming to you live and direct from 20 minutes into the future for Channel 23. All right, nobody else watches that. So.
I haven't seen it in a very long time.
Would you like to?
No.
Max?
Although not too long ago, I watched the broadcast hack.
Mm-hmm.
I said broadcast hack. That's always funny to watch.
I watched it live.
Really?
Really?
Neat. Well, go figure. You were watching Doctor Who, and then it interrupted your show.
Less pleased about that.
Max Headroom.
We are broadcasting.
WGN?
Yeah. Well, actually, no. TTW.
And they never figured out who did it, did they?
Not really. They have a fairly good idea how you did it, though.
Oh,
Well, yeah.
I mean, it's pretty obvious how you
I was
did it. I mean, I knew how you did it back then.
yeah. You just climb into a building in between the two, and there you go.
More power.
Actually, you didn't even have to do that. You could have just pointed a directional microwave at the receiver.
Could have. Those were pretty directional, though. So you had to be at the same height, roughly.
You could have done it from the ground, they said.
Maybe. Oh, it depends on the receiver, though.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with WGN in the 80s.
Did you put on perfume?
No, the whole hallway is absolutely flooded with this horrible, cheap perfume.
What happened?
Don't know. So I don't know. Wind's blowing it this way.
You want to close the door.
I thought about it. I didn't
Well, just set the fan to blow out.
That'll, no, because it'll circulate.
Yeah. This is going to be a short meeting, I suspect.
I suspect as well.
I'm going to be the one taking up the most time.
Okay, I should have probably done a report or two. No, not really. There's nothing really to report.
Well, there's plenty to report.
No, just the membership committee. Got 6 people dropping off, so we should be down to 47.
Okay.
6 people dropping out?
Yeah.
Oh, they're in the pen. Right, gotcha.
They're in.
Oh, that's good. That means one of them paid since I last looked.
Okay. So I'm guessing the clock's right.
Fairly right.
Yeah. Just start whenever you want at this point. Really.
I'll give it 2 minutes. In case Jason shows up. So.
Hi, whole committee from here for Monday News. Yay!
We just need to start the Andy meeting pre-show. Just stick you in front of the camera. We'll get a milk crate of random objects and present them to you before. Just to let you go.
Right on.
It's like a whole episode of props.
Okay, say that no. I've been watching way too much Whose Line Is It Anyway.
Indeed.
I don't know if that's possible. US or UK version?
Oh God, I love the UK version.
Oh, it's great.
Both.
Ah, perfect.
Interesting. Have you guys seen the new US version?
No.
Oh,
No.
Good. Avoid it.
All right.
I think it lasted for 1 season.
Hey, did you guys see the BattleBots preview that was on this week?
Nope.
They had somebody with a drone.
Quadcopter?
Yes.
Is that legal?
Yes. It lasted about a minute.
Surprising.
Well, that's because they kept you away from everything until then.
Oh, yeah. Great.
Then let me guess, they got grazed by a ping pong ball.
No, actually, they came down low enough that the hammer the hammer robot smacked it down. And then the hammer robot kept trying to line up to sit and smack it for a while, but
Well, I approve all this.
it was a hammer that shot fire.
Perfect. Ooh, I gotta watch this.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. Call to order our meeting here of Cyberia Limited. We have,
I'll have a number 2.
very good.
Oh, jeez.
So we have me, President, Dave Norris.
Andy, secretary.
Frank, multiple positions today, but mostly treasurer.
Very good. And Teal, our equipment director online, who is not able to speak currently, but I believe can chat. Text. So we will read if he says anything. So, old business. Let's start with that. Our laser cutter update. I believe we are waiting on.
Within 2 weeks, the credit card application should go through. We will then purchase it on our credit card, even though we have the funds to buy it outright. This was recommended to us by our CPA so as to improve our credit score.
Very well. We are still working on the makerspace room. Do we have an update on the status of our drain situation?
The first people that we tried to contact have not returned our calls, so we're now going for a different company.
Very well. Is there any update on the cleanup and organization of the and paint on the workshop?
It's still in chaos. Basically put, if there are people available to volunteer their time, it would be greatly appreciated. Teal has been going down and doing work every night, a little bit at a time. I've been occupied with other things. Everybody's been preoccupied with stuff, so it's kind of at a standstill. And I believe tomorrow we're getting in another shipment to add to the chaos.
Stuff?
Isn't
No, I haven't scheduled that yet.
Oh, you haven't? Okay.
Nope, I figured I would wait just a minute.
Okay, so we're good then.
Yep.
So I have a question about this.
Mm-hmm.
What can we do to put things away? Because I've looked at this stuff and I'm like, I don't know. The bins aren't labeled as to what we're trying to keep and what we're not that I can see.
Right now, the main thing that needs to happen is all the Kirby Risk stuff, and I think, I'm not sure how many pairs of red shelving, but most of the red shelving needs to go upstairs to where the server area used to be.
Okay.
So, and then the other main thing that needs to be done is that area needs to be finished cleaned out. So everything.
So we need to finish cleaning out the area upstairs
Yes.
first.
Yes.
Then we can move everything upstairs.
Yes.
And in between those two, we need to come up with our hoist, correct?
Yes. In fact, that would actually be one thing that we could probably vote on tonight if we wanted to, is the purchase of a hoisting system for the balcony. Basically, we would take a pallet and 2 electrical hoists. It's not enough. The agenda.
Well, we will
Table that.
add that for next thing when we get to new business.
Okay.
All right. Update on the metal casting that we voted to acquire last month.
We acquired the equipment. We got it in. Our equipment director started working with it. He's created some examples here. Very, very nice examples. I'm the one that put the camera there. I should know where it's at. Some very nice aluminum examples of trilobites that came out fairly well. Still some work to be done, but he's learning it as he goes. It's pretty neat. We've already had one member who I'm not sure if they've gone ahead and used it for their part. They're planning on using it very soon for their part. The main thing with that is now that we have the equipment, we need teachers. So we need people who know the process very well to come in and teach. As I said, our equipment director is learning that process and will be able to teach it once he's finished learning it. But anyone else who's willing to chip in on that would be great. In addition to that, we need to purchase some seed material. This is used to help assist in melting down scrap material. So you put some of the seed material in first, melt it down, then put the scrap in, and it helps it melt quicker, basically, and more evenly. We estimate that we're going to purchase about $150, which should be about 10 pounds of brass casting material, is what we'd like to get.
So would someone like to?
I will motion that we purchase $150 in brass casting material.
I'll second it.
Okay. For a second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay.
Passes 3-0.
Very well. Okay, on to committee reports. So the executive committee, we have been having some meetings with the board to kind of put together some processes and get ourselves more organized, I suppose. We will have more of those meetings coming up. We are still working to implement basically a project management system for the board level that will also be available as a sort of service desk to the membership to file issues and make requests and things like that. But that's pretty much it for the execs. We are otherwise fairly busy. Membership committee, Andy.
Hey, yes, membership. We have members. We have about 54 members. We are expecting about 6 to drop off, though, during this month for various reasons. And that's about all that there is to say on the membership stuff.
Okay. Building committee. I believe Frank is standing in for our facility director, Austin.
The only thing to really bring in is, aside from the plumbing issue, which we're handling, there have been a number of roof leaks that have been noticed in the past couple weeks. I've talked to the building owner about them, and he'll be sending his roofing guy down to look at them and figure out what's going on with them, where to patch them, that kind of stuff. In addition to that, I'm not sure if this would fall under building. Andy, where do you think the lock thing I was talking about would fall? New business?
That'd be new business.
Okay, so we'll leave that for new business. As far as the rest of the building committee goes, I believe that's it.
Okay, treasurer report from Frank. Anything?
Treasury report. So I've already told you about the card for the laser cutter purchase. I'm also working to get marketing their card. There was a problem there with shipping out their debit card. And he wanted it to be announced that there is $350 in the marketing budget currently. So we do have money to do marketing with right now. Other than that, we filed for an extension on our property taxes, so that way we could finish getting the rest of our reports organized. Other than that, I finally got all the paperwork organized for the Treasury, and I think that's pretty much all for Treasury.
Yay.
Okay. Very well. Marketing, do you have a report for marketing, Frank?
I do. So I was asked to, where is the, print these out. However, I can only print them out off this computer in black and white. So I'm going to, do you send them on here? No. Okay, I'll be in Gmail then. Give me a second, I'll pull them up.
Flyers, I'm guessing?
Yes, so Mick has put together 3 different flyers. They will be available on request from marketing. There we go. These are, I believe, still a work in progress, so a draft copy, I believe.
Are you sharing them with the meeting?
Oh, I can do that, can't I?
Yes, that would be useful.
I forgot that I could do that. Okay, let's see. Screen share.
And
Share. Okay, there we go. So we have 3 different versions here. This is the first one. Second one.
let's slow down a bit. Okay. That's good. Third one.
And the third one.
Ah, yes, that one's kind of fun.
Mm-hmm. So the thumb guy freaks me out a little bit, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he's a little creepy, but that's okay. That get people attentions. All right, very well.
He's giving us a middle finger.
Thumb.
Well, Middle thumb.
Middle thumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
Okay.
close enough.
So that's that. So I believe that was as far as the marketing reports, again, through the marketing budget.
Did you say 350 or 300?
350. It's
Okay.
currently 350. And that is it for marketing.
Okay. Equipment report.
Okay, so for equipment. This also kind of falls under the metal casting. We would also like to make a motion to purchase 2 100-ounce crucibles. So we currently have 4 30-ounce. It requires a separate crucible for each metal, so that way they don't mix. And the reason why we would like to go for the 100 ounces is because the 30 ounces are a little too small to fit scrap brass in, and oddly shaped large parts in to melt them down. The 100 ounces would be much easier to do that with. So we'd like 1 for brass and 1 for aluminum. So I will go ahead and make a motion that we purchase 2 crucibles.
Well, we need to wait till next meeting, right?
Do we?
Yeah.
Okay. All right then.
I will add that under new business though.
Okay. So let's see, the brass.
Postage and so on.
We're going to be purchasing, if the budget allows, this will be coming out of the budget. We'll be purchasing some Morse 2 tapers for the mill, I believe it is.
Okay, so MT2s.
Yeah, but before then, we will be purchasing all new blades for the bandsaws.
Yeah, that's kind of a must.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a safety issue.
Yeah, and as Teal said, they're pretty much all bad now, so they all need to be replaced.
Yep, sounds great.
So we'll do that first, and then we'll look at the Morse 2 tapers. So there might be an announcement to purchase those separately next meeting.
Oh, are those going to be reasonably expensive? What are you talking about? The Morse 2 tapers?
Yeah, the Morse 2 tapers might be out of our budget.
No, they should be like $14 total.
Okay, well, in that case, then we won't need to.
Yeah, the taper's like $7 or $8, and the chuck is $7 or $8.
Okay.
Each.
All right.
Should be really easy.
Um,
You can find them that are hundreds of dollars, but we don't want those because people will break them.
Gotcha.
They're the same quality.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's just they have different features.
Okay. Then let's see, the next thing would be, we're looking at doing a sandblasting box upgrade. So obviously I'm not gonna vote on it this meeting, but it'll probably end up being around $200,
Okay.
$300, maybe cheaper if we build our own room. It's under discussion. So any input on that is welcome.
Yep, that sounds like a good thing to go with the painting booth area, which, speaking of which, what's the status of that?
Still in discussion.
Okay.
So nothing can really be done until we get all the stuff cleaned out of quadrant 1.
Agreed.
So.
All right, I'll put the sandblasting thing on new business as well, just so.
Okay.
So new blades, MT2 tapers.
Yep. Other equipment. We actually did lose a bandsaw. The metal cutting bandsaw that had the legs already attached to it, the motor burnt out on it.
Delta?
No, the Harbor Freight, Chicago Electric.
Oh, that's not surprising.
Yeah. So not exactly sure what happened. It was cutting through something, then it let out some magic smoke. It got wrapped up. The cord got wrapped up. Somebody didn't realize that it was wrapped up for a reason, plugged it back in, it got smoked again. So, yeah, so it's probably thoroughly done.
Yeah,
But it's the one that we have a clone of. We have the exact same thing.
yeah.
So we just need to transfer the legs off of it, and we'll have the same setup again.
Yeah, no, great. That's cool. Okay, so.
Other than that, we got the new kiln set up. We'll be doing, if anybody would like to be checked out on that, please either talk to Evans about putting a class together or talk to the equipment director about getting an individual class on how to operate that. We definitely need to rediscuss at a board meeting the lockout features for equipment, because this is a piece of equipment that would definitely serve us well on.
Yeah, I agree. That's, we have the technology now to do that, more or less.
Yes.
Okay.
In addition to that, I actually acquired for us a very large 2 horsepower shop air compressor from like 1970. It was previously used to power a 4-bay transmission shop. It is staying as mine, but I'm loaning it to the club, letting the club use it. I need to clean it up and get it usable.
Can we get it upstairs easily?
No, not without a lift or something. It's big.
That's fine. That's just a bummer because I want to get it upstairs to eliminate the noise.
It should actually be fairly quiet because it's one of the lower frequency ones.
Okay.
So,
well, we can always make a place downstairs for it too.
Yeah, build a box around it or something. So,
yeah, that's fine. I'd rather have a better one than worry about trying to get one upstairs.
Yeah. Oh, in addition, I also have a chainsaw if anybody needs to use it. Once I finish fixing it. So there's that too.
Take a trip to Texas.
Note to everyone: Frank now has a chainsaw. Pester him at your own risk.
That doesn't concern you. Well, you don't know, Frank. All right. Any other equipment things? Only we had the technology to make it almost.
Right. I don't think so. No, I think that's it.
Very good. I randomly entered us into a contest to win a 14-inch bandsaw since Teal keeps begging for one.
Right.
No chance that we'll ever get it, but you never know. That's all I'd mention.
Everybody rub your little Buddhas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, event committee. Guess who?
So for events,
For the record,
I did not write
you're
that down.
supposed to send the shit.
I know. We'll get to that.
Actually, I think the only thing that's to touch on for events is in new business, the list of cons coming up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't think we've had any events over this past.
Well, we had a hack extra meetup.
Oh, we did. Gee, minute.
Yeah, but if you don't have any notes about it, then there's nothing to add.
I know they went well,
Okay.
so I can at least voice that. I know that especially the Hacks Dryo thing went very well, except that it was understaffed. So if anybody listening to this in the future would like to participate in something, it would be great if we had more hands on deck for the Hacks Dryo events.
Agreed. We can seek people out for those. And I think there's people that would be interested in helping at the, maybe sooner.
I had a conflict, sorry.
That's fine.
Same here.
I mean, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, especially now.
All right. Website committee, that's Andy.
Yes,
Oh, mercy.
website's doing fine.
Still there?
It's still there. We checked.
All right.
We even updated it. I saw it. So,
Yes.
Awesome. Security, I would, I'm going to go with,
Oh. No update report.
There you go.
do you have anything better, Andy?
No.
Good job. Okay. I have requested that we change the code.
Right. Yeah.
I will point that out because we haven't done that in too long.
Yeah. We need to contact Keith, and then as soon as he can change this one, I can change the other one.
Yeah. As a note, we have a GitHub repository for that code that he has access to. He's a contributor.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, actually, okay. All right.
I don't know that he's updated the code yet. He's been extraordinarily busy.
Yes.
But I have created it. He has permissions. He knows he has permissions. He's tested that he does, etc. So we'll be publishing code for our locks.
Okay.
Please don't break in. If you figure out a flaw, let us know though. We'd love to know.
Yes. If you figure out how to break our locks, please tell us.
Yeah. A note on the table.
Should we put a reward up for that?
No.
Your reward is, I don't know.
Anyway, let us go on to new business.
Yes, new business. So, change in board positions. What have we changed?
Austin is now the building manager.
Yes, facility director is Austin. Jacob is far too busy, as he points out, and has appointed Austin as his successor.
That's it. We're changing positions.
That's it.
Okay.
So we have a request to have the funds collected in class fees go to the events budget since expenses are coming out of there anyway, that seems like a smart plan.
Yes.
Seems like that would be obvious.
The reason why we did not do that originally was because the idea was to have a budget for the events to draw on, but to have the rest of the money go into general funds and have that be an item that we voted on moving money over to the events people as they needed it.
Yeah. That seems to be a bottleneck at this point, doesn't it?
Right. Right now, that seems to be the bottleneck, is that if we're only voting once per month, money is not necessarily there when the events are needing money.
Right.
Whether or not this is the best plan or not, because the idea then becomes, how does the club itself benefit from the class?
Well, the club itself benefits because the events themselves benefit the club that go on. So like the Hackster.io, it uses the club's resources, gets the club's name out there. Club members get to participate. There's the community involvement there. So the events themselves are what's benefiting the club.
Okay, so basically what you're saying is that the membership fees that we're getting in are sufficient to run and maintain the club, and that the events then should be able to build on its own budget and continue to provide more events as it has larger money coming in.
Currently, yes. In the future, I could see where we could then switch it to events, not only feeds itself, but also feeds into the club. But currently, the membership fees are enough to sustain the club. Yes.
Okay.
Well, and there's another thought that I have is that I don't think we need to vote to move money out of the events budget.
Yes, we do.
Do we?
Yes. To change the events budget.
All right. Well, anyway, we could always, that would be a more leisurely process. Not having enough money for an event and the event going badly
Yes.
because of it is a kind of a problem. And I think if
Yes,
we have
actually.
end up suddenly with tens of thousands of dollars in the events budget, they don't need, we need it in the organization, and
And
we can always
no,
vote to
the-
move it.
Then we're
And not only that, but just as a point, this is not removing other sources of income from the general fund.
Right.
There's still something that we'll talk about a little bit later, new business, the eBaying. So selling items, that still goes into the general fund.
Yeah, and that's another good point is that we have some other sources of income that we can
Grants go to the general fund.
tap at this point, or we didn't, where we're pretty much relying on classes for extra money in the past.
Exactly.
So,
Okay.
Anyway,
Well, I just wanted to make sure of that before we voted on this.
so do we have a motion to vote on this?
I will make a motion to vote to have the funds that are collected from class fees go into the events budget first.
class and event fees.
Class and event fees.
Yes.
Okay, we have a second.
I second.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Nothing from Teal. Very well.
3-0.
So, Andy. Very well.
Andy, would you like to touch on the eBay thing just briefly?
There's not really much to add on that. We need to find out more information about what it would be like, and it's already been discussed in other meetings. So there's really nothing to add on this.
All right.
So, we've also got under, is this new business? I guess it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
All right, so we have a work list that we will be posting for the conventions. And just as a quick list, you can find this list on the website, on the meeting page. Strangely enough, it's been there for a while. If you would like to review this and volunteer for such a thing. But we have the upcoming events of Circle City Con. We will have positions posted for lighting setup and crew, a Hackster.io mini hackathon, booth babes, I suppose, and
Yes,
a
that would
make
be-
a
Booth babes, that's what Austin and I did. We just kind of hung there and We just kind of hung out at the booth and looked cute.
Oh, so okay.
Well, I mean, at least Austin.
Yeah.
Continue on, please. Please continue.
Indie PopCon, we'll have a make and take, we'll have a demo, and we'll have the roving band of Siberians there once again, the mobile maker station for people who have broken their toys.
Yeah, real quick, could we just go over what that is?
Well, the concept behind what we want to do there is basically have a cart with a big banner that says Cyberia on it, and invites people to come over and take advantage of the technical awesomeness that we can offer. Things like having parts and glues and paints available for people to repair costumes, props, and game pieces, as well as maybe even just something as simple as a set of batteries hooked up to a USB charging port for people to charge up their phones when they need it, to running the Formlabs 3D printer and having the 3D scanner hooked up there at the same time.
Okay, cool.
Very well.
I mean, on power, you know.
Yeah, power is always an issue. I mean, it's a hotel. I'm sure we could, park in front of a post. Anyway, in conjunction, we'll have a make and take there, a maker movement presentation, which is basically just mostly ends up being a question and answer session in my experience, with some long talks at the beginning. We will have some demos. I am not sure what form those will take. At Gen Con, we will have more demos, a make and take event, and again, the roving band of Siberians for people who have broken their stuff and would like to fix it. And we will be at Indie FurCon. We will have a panel, and the roving band of Siberians will be there, I hope, hopefully stocked with fur, I presume.
Yeah. Bring your instruments.
Faux fur, just as a point. But
Faux fur, yes, no real fur. That is highly frowned upon.
very mean.
Especially if it's still attached to the animal.
Well, if the animal's alive.
Well, the faux fur attached to the animal's fine. So that is it for new business, unless somebody here has more new business.
Another new business. So earlier today, while talking to Josh about the building owner about the roofing leaks, he expressed to us his interest in exchange for a free month of rent. He would like us to design and install a door lock system for the double glass doors. He says he will pay for the actual locking mechanisms and the hardware and everything, and that we would simply do the installation and the design of it. And again, in exchange, he would give Cyberia a free month member.
So presumably that is some sort of key card access type of thing that we would also.
Yes, he would like it to be open during just open to everyone during certain hours of the day, and then outside of those hours be key card access.
Okay. And that would not affect our ability to get in.
No.
Okay, so we would have key card access. All of our members would.
Yes.
Okay. Seems doable.
Okay.
Well, I mean, let me put it this way: we'd have control over the system, so.
I understand, but that doesn't mean that he would let us, do what we intend to do. But yes, it would be nice to know that there aren't strange people roaming the halls like there sometimes are at 3 o'clock in the morning.
But then that means we can't let our members in.
Strange as in unfamiliar people we don't know.
Oh, okay.
Not strange as in
I was gonna say that kicks me out of the building.
normal for people like us. Well, anyway. So that sounds like fun. We will see if we can find some assistance on that.
Now,
All right.
And revisit next month.
what was one of the things that I brought up that was relegated to new business?
I don't know.
I brought it up.
Voting on the lift and voting on the 100-ounce crucibles.
Well, that has to be for next meeting, right?
Right.
Yep. No,
Okay.
it's on the list. It will be there.
Yeah, all the other things that were brought up were relegated to next.
Okay.
Yes, and if anybody has anything to add to the next meeting, please do so a week prior to a week before the meeting, and we will get them posted out to everyone.
And you can do so on the website at the link that you have all been emailed repeatedly, and that you can use to join the meeting or view the meeting or add comments about what should be brought up at the meeting on the website, the page that's been there since last May.
Yes. Very good. Well, having no further business, do we have a motion to end the meeting?
I have a motion to end the meeting.
All right, second.
I'll second it.
Very good. Seconded. Meeting's over. Have a
Bye-bye.
lovely month, and please come see us.
See you, Teal.